I'm Selene Speaks and welcome back to my channel. A recent viral video of a young girl wreaking havoc in a Walmart has left social media debating about boundaries of parenting, discipline, and societal responsibility. This little girl was in Walmart running amok. She was observed knocking items down, destroying property, just outright defiant. And when I saw the video for the first time, the first thing that I asked myself was, where is the parent? And although this little girl was observed knocking items down, stomping on things, breaking bottles, it's not just about the broken bottles, it's about the bigger cracks in our society. We'll watch the video in just a moment, but there was a woman who had stepped in. I seriously doubt that this was the guardian or the parent of that child. She was trying to discourage people from intervening, saying, you don't know what this little girl has gone through. Completely irrelevant to what had happened in the store, right? Because this little girl is running around causing property damage and being destructive. And because of that, many bystanders were afraid to step in. The shoppers stood back and watched. Walmart employees stood back and watched. And rightfully so, because who wants to get fired for trying to stop a little girl from damaging property in the store? It's not their responsibility, it's the parent's responsibility. Everyone watched helplessly as the destruction unfolded. So let's go ahead and get into the video. You'll hear my commentary afterwards for fair use purposes. And as always, the video will be linked in the description box.
I gotta do that. They need to let her go.
Well, whoever she's with, where are they? But she is in the store.
Young lady, don't yell at her. Don't yell at her. You don't know who's meant to. You don't know who's meant to.
Don't touch her. Right. Don't touch her.
Don't report her. That doesn't matter. You don't know what she's doing. Girl, you don't know what she's doing. Don't y'all do that to a little girl. Y'all don't know what she's going through. Hey, calm down. Breathe.
Do you remember that old scripture that your grandparents or parents used to quote? And they would say, spare the rod, spoil the child. Well, the rod doesn't necessarily have to mean a physical smackdown. Sometimes the rod can be a word. The rod can be words of prevention. I remember when I was a little girl and my mother and I would be on our way to the store. My mother was driving, of course, and I was in the back seat. She would be talking to me on the way to the store. And by the time we got into that parking lot and pulled in, she would turn around and look at me in the back seat and say,
let me tell you something. You better not get in that store and embarrass me. You hear me?
And while she was saying this, her eyebrows looked like they were raised up to her hairline. And I didn't want to F around and find out. If I ever tried her in the store, she would turn around and look at me and give me that same intense look that she gave me in the car. And it stopped me right in my tracks. If you have children with you in the store, it's your responsibility as the parent or guardian to make sure that those kids are acting right. You can't just go into a store and allow your child to run around and cause property damage. I don't understand what's happening. I truly don't. Yes, we know temper tantrums have been around forever. It's up to the adults to correct the behavior in a constructive way. And after watching that video, it makes me wonder if the parent would rather discipline the child themselves, or allow the justice system to do it for them, because that is what's going to happen if the parent does not get that child some sort of early intervention. She may have been experiencing a mental health crisis. If it's just a behavioral issue because she was not raised properly, whatever the case may be, it all falls back on the parent. How many times have we heard teachers say that they've resigned because they were tired of children cursing them out, hitting them, disrespecting them, not following the rules? And then what's worse is when the parent comes to the school, they're cursing out the teacher, the principal, taking offense to the fact that their child must follow the rules like everyone else. How do you expect the child to react when they're in a moment of conflict? And it's really true that the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. In the absence of respect for boundaries and property, are we encouraging lawlessness among our youth? Many people have expressed their dislike for what had happened. While the little girl was carried out the store, there have been no updates about if her parents will face repercussions. What do you think? Do you think stores should implement stricter policies to handle these type of situations? How should we as bystanders handle the situation? I kept hearing this lady in the video saying, "Sweetie, the police are gonna come and lock you up, sweetie." And unfortunately, those words did not resonate with the little girl. But at some point in her life, they may, especially if her parent or guardian is not getting this behavior under control while she's young and stepping in to get some sort of early intervention for her. Well, that's it for now. That's all I have to say about this situation. I really hope that little girl gets the help that she needs. I hope that you liked the video. If so, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you know someone who likes this type of commentary, please feel free to share my video with them. Thanks for watching.